Thailand pushes cannabis as next cash crop.
Here's a summary of the article.
Bangkok, Thailand is promoting cannabis as a cash crop for the country's farmers as another source of income, a senior official said on Sunday. So far, 2,500 households and 251 provincial hospitals have grown 15,000 cannabis plants, she said. We hope that cannabis and hemp will be a primary cash crop for farmers. Red, Thailand rolls out cannabis clinic based on traditional medicine. The announcement comes after Thailand last year removed certain cannabis and hemp parts from its narcotics list. Cannabis can also be used in food and beverages at restaurants, as long as it came from an approved producer, Tracelay said, adding that the Medical Marijuana Institute will hold information sessions for investors and the public this month. The state drugmaker, the government pharmaceutical organization, said it would buy cannabis from approved community enterprises for up to 45,000 baht per kilogram, for those containing 12% cannabidiol.
This post received a score of 30,000, with an upvote ratio of 95%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Their tourist sector is really taking a beating, so what better way to bring the tourist back?
From a local friend who's reasonably well connected, post-pandemic there are rumblings that they're going to cut back heavily on the reliance of tourism as a primary industry. There's a fairly big appetite for this as tourism decimates the local environment and there is growing antipathy towards tourists who don't respect the people or the culture they're visiting. Like all things, it is complex and different locals land on both sides of the fence, but this is what I'm hearing.
Tourism does seem like a pretty volatile market to be basing a chunk of your economy off of too. Who knows how long it will take for leisure travel to fully recover after this pandemic. This sounds like a smart move to me.
As someone who lives near a bunch of ski towns, I can totally agree. The economics of the whole thing are sort of surreal. $1-million houses and condos that sit empty 90% of the year, meanwhile the people who actually work there year-round are commuting an hour each way to avoid the inflated housing prices. Bad snow year? That translates directly to less tips and overtime for the workers.
Orlando, Florida here. The economy here is a joke. A lot of tourists are straight-up assholes. Housing costs are out of control here and wages are some of the worst in the country. But they don't want any other strong industry here, so woman shrugging.
And the sad part is with our sunshine and universities we could pull a double whammy of not only being a leader in growing weed but also medical and industrial research. But they would rather toss you in jail and take your driver's license and just keep raising hotel taxes instead. Wonder why people are choosing Vegas over us.
Greater than, and the sad part is with our sunshine and universities we could pull a double whammy of not only being a leader in growing weed but also medical and industrial research. I'm just waiting to see which state has the foresight to invest in a bunch of solar and start becoming a net exporter to the nation.
My money is on a desert state, as, NV, nanometer.
My money is on CA. Huge swaths of desert, a massive economy, and a generally pro-environmentalism population.
That will somehow, someway, find a way to create a regulation nightmare from such a simple concept, and fuck it all up, and the only thing that will come of it, is a ever-increasing cost and higher taxes to compensate and cover up the fuck up.
Thailand's relationship with drugs has confused me since I spent 3 months there as an 18-year-old in the early 2000s. Around that time people were being jailed for life and sentenced to death on weed charges. But in Phi Phi and Koh Phangan, and to a lesser extent Koh Tao, you could buy weed legally at bars. And mushrooms. Less legally, MDMA was also readily available. What's the deal?
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.